Since 1986, John Hancock has been the principal sponsor of the Boston Marathon. See how the company's loyal support of the legendary race helps keep the city of Boston on the map.
Boston, its people, its diversity, its vitality, its neighborhoods. Boston's a city that's unlike other cities. We're a big city, or we're a small city. We're a walkable city. And that's what makes Boston special, and how we've preserved the past.
I love the city of Boston. I love the Boston Celtics. I love the Boston Red Sox. Having run well in Boston before, it's exciting to come back to a spot because it leaves you with a certain aura and feel and impression, you know, like when you've had a good experience somewhere, you enjoy going back to there and you look forward to it and you get hungry for it.
When you think about Boston, you have to think about its many educational institutions. Not only are we the educational mecca of the world, but we're also the medical mecca of the world. And of course, we're a huge financial sector. Now, one thing we all know, Boston has amazing culture. And complementing that culture is sports. And for Hancock, the Boston Marathon is amongst the best sports in Boston.
And without John Hancock's help, the city may have lost one of the most prestigious races in the country.
It really started from just the financial support. Really, when you look back at the history, 25, 26 years ago, David D'Alessandro, at the time the CEO of John Hancock, stepped in and literally financially saved the Boston Marathon. It would have been a tragic loss for our community not to have that. Now that we've sustained it, we've gone well beyond it. In a great partnership with the BAA, we have tried to raise the bar by attracting more world-class athletes to this event, to really serve the community at the same time by making this an opportunity for everyone to participate in.
The marathon is the oldest marathon in the country. As such, it is important to keep its prominence. So we make sure that we have a purse large enough to support those elite runners coming here. We make sure at John Hancock that we have the John Hancock Village, where our elite runners get very special care. Our racers really think Boston is the race to run, and we work with the BAA to make sure it is so.
This year alone, John Hancock is bringing in over 40 athletes, elite athletes, to run in our marathon. And in the history of our participation in this race, we've brought in well over 500 athletes. But this is something we work on every year, and it's a number that we try and make sure is a significant part of the overall race each year.
The Boston Marathon adds so much to our city. Not only are we the global host, but just think about the revenue that comes into this city. Last year, $123 million was generated for our region because of this global event.
The Boston Marathon is a very special time calendar year. That weekend, Boston comes alive. All these runners that can visit our city, you see them everywhere. And it's just a special feeling about Boston. That one weekend brings people from all over the world to Boston and to run the original marathon. John Hancock, thanks to them. We have a world-class race, also a world-class weekend.
John Hancock's commitment and connection to the Boston Marathon, as well as the city itself, runs deep.
We have countless opportunities to pursue our life's dreams. We have countless opportunities to help each other in the community. And what we try to do at the Boston Marathon, John Hancock, is to knit all of that together. Opportunities and service. So we have the opportunity to help bring this race to Boston and keep it here and keep it world class. But at the same time, it is an opportunity for us to reach out to the community, do something for our community and all the participants in this great race.
When you think about the race, when you think about the number of countries, 93 countries represented, Each runner, each of those 27,000 runners makes a promise, makes a commitment to themselves. At the end of the day, it's all about the promises. And that's what John Hancock is about, and that's what our city, Boston, is about.
What a great time of year to be in and around the city of Boston. You can learn much more by going to johnhancock.com.